I am really into tiny journals these days. I just find them to be a nice low pressure way to work. For this one, all I'm using is 5 index cards and you need 1 roll of tape. It could be washi tape, it could be masking tape, it could be scotch tape. I'm using a few different patterns of washi tape here because that's what I like to do. Basically, you're just placing your cards end to end to make 1 long strip, and then you are going to fold the strip. I like using different colors of index cards. These are super cheap at the dollar store and they come in different color combinations, but you can also just use the plain white ones. I like making mine in a variety of colors. I turn them over so that sometimes the lines are on one side and it's plain on the other, and it just helps to create a little bit of variety in the journal. These are great for doing focused journaling projects. So if you like doing any of the journal prompt challenges that happen almost every month, you could make a nice little journal to work in and just dedicate it to that one project. And then you have a little journal to keep from that project. I sometimes give these to people instead of giving them a greeting card, and they just really like seeing all the different things that I do with these. At the end of this video, I'll show you one that I put together for an art challenge last year, and I just really like making these. I also make these out of other materials. I make them out of watercolor paper sometimes, so I'll cut up a large piece of watercolor paper and make that into strips and then glue that end to end and fold it into a journal. I also make these out of completely random papers, and I have a full-length video that I posted the other day on my main YouTube channel where you can see me making this type with index cards. You can see me making one with watercolor paper, and you can also see me making one out of completely random papers. The index card method is really my favorite right now. They are really inexpensive, as I said, and honestly, this project just takes 5 minutes. I didn't edit this video at all, and the runtime is 4 minutes and 30 seconds. This is running real time while I'm making this. And I just started out with my index cards and my tape already on my desk so that I was ready to go. And the last few seconds of this video are actually me showing what I did with one of these journals, so it takes probably more like 4 minutes. You can make these as long or as short as you like. Of course, the longer they are, the thicker your journal will be, and you'll have more space to work with. Or then also, on the other hand, if you just wanted to make a nice short one and do a little project, you can also do that. You can tape these in the other direction as well. In the one that I'll show you at the end, I taped them together lengthwise, so it made a different shaped journal. And I've also actually done these with vintage postcards. That's really nice as well. You can get vintage postcards really cheap, or sometimes they give them away at charity shops, and they're nice to work with. You can use part of the postcard as part of your journal and still have it exposed in your end product. I actually have a full-length tutorial on postcard art on my website if you want to check that out. That might give you some ideas for how you would use these. And this is really it. Sometimes at the end of the strip and the end of your folding, you might end up with this extra little piece. I keep this for something else. Sometimes I cut it off, sometimes I don't. And there we go. That's our little journal that we've made for an art journaling or junk journaling or collage journaling project or whatever you feel like doing. This is an example of one that I made last year. I think it turned out really nice. I really liked all the different things that I did in this, and it came together nicely in the end. I tried some new techniques, and it was just a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you feel inspired to go and make your own little journal, and most of all, I really hope that you enjoy journaling your world.